Do you ever catch yourself thinking, how do they afford that car? How do they have such a massive house? I could never afford those things. If so, you're not alone. Comparing yourself to others is the fastest way to kill your joy, especially with your money. What you're seeing might not be real wealth, the flashy car or the big house. It might be financed to the brim. They could be drowning in debt, living paycheck to paycheck, or to maintain the image of success, not having real success. They might look great on the outside, but if you actually sat down and crunched the numbers, it could tell an entirely different story. Maybe they have no retirement savings. Or maybe they do have retirement savings, but they have so much expenses that they can never ever retire anyway. It's human nature to compare, but most people aren't sharing their actual finances. Do you know their net worth, their savings rate, their debt load? Probably not. Have you ever asked anyone their net worth? Likely not, because that would be a very awkward conversation. So why compare yourself with a life that you don't fully understand? The key is to know your plan and stick with it. Track your expenses, know your income, and stay in your lane. What matters the most is that your money habits reflect your values. And those values may be completely different than somebody else's. If somebody else wants to spend money on luxury items and that aligns with their values, that's fine. If you want to live below your means because that aligns with your values, good for you too. There's no right answer. The only right answer is the one that aligns with you. Define your core values. Have you ever sat down and figured out what your actual core values are? Here's an exercise. Take a look at the core values list. Pick yourself your top 3 to 5 values and ask yourself, why did I choose these? I'm going to play some nice relaxing music and you can read through these core values, and 3 to 5 of them should easily jump out at you, and those are your actual core values. So I'll give you some time to do this. And there are 2 pages here. How do these values influence how I want to spend, save, and invest my money? If one of your top values is family, you might want to prioritize a nice cozy home, or family vacations, or even saving for your children's future. If your value is freedom, you might focus on paying off debt, building passive income, or retiring early. Align your spending with your values. Now go one step further. Track your spending for a month. Does where your money go reflect your values? If it doesn't, it's time that you make a change. Let your values be your compass, not your neighbour's lifestyle. The only time that I do compare is when I'm looking at average retirement numbers, basically just to see how I stack up. But even that does not tell the whole story. Here are some stats from Visual Capitalist. Ages 45 to 54 average retirement savings is $313,220. The median savings for that age bracket, 45 to 54, is $115,000. And ages 55 to 64, the average retirement savings is $537,560 and the median is $185,000. Ages 65 to 74, $609,230 is the average and the median is $200,000. The median retirement is really not that much. These numbers basically give a baseline, but they don't tell us the expenses, lifestyle, or the debt, and that is what really matters. Because in the end, what really matters, it's not about how much you make, but it's about how much you keep and how you live within your means. So stop looking sideways, stay focused on your plan, and make sure your money is working within your values. And remember, real wealth is not what you see on Instagram. It's peace of mind, freedom, and alignment with the life that you really want. I'll put a list of all the core values in the description below, and I hope to hear from you. Let me know what your core values are in the comments. And if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing, and I'd love to see you on the next video.